Today's video is all about project management. So if you see yourself as someone who can gather the right people and keep those people organized and on track, then this video is for you. Today, I got my top 5 project management certifications to get as an IT professional. So don't forget to click like, subscribe, and that notification bell. Welcome to Debt Free in IT. I'm your host, Mike. This podcast is for anyone who's looking to get into the IT industry, whether it's for a career change or you're just interested. I think you come to the right place. So what is project management in IT? So project management is the process of managing, planning, and developing information technology projects. So all of this is usually done by the project manager. And usually depending on the enterprise, if it's a large enterprise, they may have a whole department of project managers. Or if it's a smaller enterprise, you may only have a couple or you could only have 1 or 2. But pretty much that project manager, they're going to be the ones that's putting the right people in the right place at the right time. So any kind of meetings, they're going to be the ones that's gathering up who needs to be on that meeting, who needs to be involved in that project. And then after your meetings, they're going to be the ones that pretty much planning out the next steps, the next meeting, and making sure it gets on everyone's calendar so that that project moves forward. As IT professionals, a lot of times we may not be that organized. So that project manager is the one that's going to keep us on track and make sure we get everything done by the deadline or whenever that project needs to be completed. So I got 5 certifications I'm going to list that may be good for someone that's trying to transition into an IT project management role, and also for someone that's already doing project management. Maybe to advance their career, you have some higher level certs that's also in my list. So I have my top 5. So the first certification on my list is an entry level certification, and that certification is the Certified Associate in Project Management. So this is entry level certification, helps project managers grow in their career. And also this is listed as one of the first certifications in the stepping stone to getting more higher level certifications. And then also with this certification, you don't need no college degree. So you can have a high school diploma or a GED. And then it also states that you must have completed 23 contact hours of project management education before taking the exam. And this certification is issued by the Project Management Institute. The fee for the certification is $225 for Project Management Institute members and $300 for those non-members. So this certification, like I said, it could be a stepping stone to that more advanced certification. And also, a lot of times, from my experience, a lot of project managers may end up getting into their position without knowing that project management is what they're going towards. So sometimes it could just be an opening where a new company may be starting up and they need a project manager. So they just find the best fit. And then, so if this is you, this certification could be perfect because you're already going to have those hours. And then also you can go and get the education hours too. So before taking that certification. So the Certified Associate in Project Management is my first certification. And also it's an entry level certification. So the next certification on my list is CompTIA's Project Plus. So this certification is good for entry level project managers who manage small or less complex projects. And also, one thing that's good about this certification is just like all other CompTIA certifications is it's vendor neutral. So that means that it doesn't just teach you on one specific vendor role, like let's say like a Cisco does, where it's teaching you nothing about but Cisco products. So usually with CompTIA's certifications, they try to make you more well-rounded. So most of their certs is gonna be vendor neutral. So they have a Cloud Plus. Everyone knows about the A Plus, their Security Plus, which is a big one. And also they have a Project Plus. So it's entry-level certification, prepares you for roles such as an IT project manager, a project coordinator, IT support manager, a business analyst, an IT manager. It's recommended that you have 6 to 12 months of hands-on experience. Another plus about this certification is you don't have to renew it. So on average, most certifications, you get the certification in 3 years, you got to renew that certification or move up to a higher certification. So with this certification, you don't have to renew it. So you get it once and it's good for a lifetime. The cost of this certification is around $358. Like I said, it's an entry-level cert, but they do require 6 to 12 months experience. So this will be good for that same person that If you're at a company and let's say you get that project manager role, and let's say they don't require no kind of experience, you get that role and that's your first role, then after you get that 6 to 12 months in, you might decide that, hey, I like this project management thing. So you could go after this Project Plus. Then with that Project Plus, you can build on that experience, and then you upgrade up to a higher certification. So the next certification on my list is the PMI Agile Certified Practitioner, also known as the PMI-ACP. It's issued by the Project Management Institute and is also for project managers working in Agile. So this certification is good if your organization or your team is adopting some of these Agile processes. Like I said earlier, it's geared around software development. So if you're at a software development company or wherever your organization works, if y'all have software that y'all always have to update, you always have to make changes to it. So a lot of times these Agile certified practitioners, they're going to be useful. So in a large company, you got Facebooks, places like that, most large enterprises, you're definitely going to have some sort of project manager. So some of the prerequisites for this certification is that you need a secondary degree, also 21 contact hours of training in Agile practices, and then also you need 12 months of general experience within the last 5 years, and then at least 8 months of Agile experience within the last 3 years. The cost of this certification is roughly around $435 for members and about $495 for non-members. So like I stated earlier, this certification is an intermediate certification. So this could be one that you go after once you get one of the entry-level certifications, and then you get more experience, then you can move on to this certification. But do note that it is geared around that software development process. If you're finding value in this episode and you're listening via YouTube or your favorite podcasting app, please leave me a review or a comment. If you have a friend who needs to hear this, please share this episode with them. So the next certification on my list is Certified Scrum Master. This is issued by the Scrum Alliance. So Scrum is also part of that Agile framework. So this certification is also geared towards that software development. So to get this certification, you must take a course with a certified instructor. The course is usually around about 2 days, 14 to 16 hours a day. So you take this course, then you take the test, and then you're certified. And also you can look up when the courses are available online on their website. And they also offer where you can take the course live or you can take the course in person. So all of this is good because they're very accommodating. And also if you look around on Indeed, a lot of times these certifications, the roles that go with these certifications, they usually pay pretty good. Anything in that software development world is going to usually have a pretty good salary attached to it. And then also on the website, this course and certification is roughly around $395. And it also includes the certification fees. And also, if you don't pass it the first time, you get a free retake. So this certification is well worth looking into. I've been hearing that name tossed around a lot, Certified Scrum Masters. So it's something that I don't think you'll have an issue getting a job with, but just know that it is a higher level certification. It's not an entry level cert. So you may have to go through some hoops and hurdles, but it is possible to get. And this should be one that you want to look into if you're trying to go the project management route, especially as an IT professional. So this last certification is issued by the Project Management Institute also. This is probably one of the most popular project management certifications, and that's the Project Management Professionals, also abbreviated as the PMP certification. So this certification, like I said, is one of the most popular, one of the most highly recognized for project managers worldwide. It signifies strong understanding of project management, different principles, and also the different practices that you learn with this certification. So the certification process involves that you have to pass the exam, and then also you have continuing education that you must do to maintain your certification. So it's a little bit different from the most standard certifications where you pass the exam, then you just every couple of years you got to go and renew it. So with this certification, once you pass it, you got to do continuing education to keep that certification current. So the requirements for this certification is a 4-year degree, 36 months of experience leading projects within the past 8 years, 35 hours of project management, including education or training, or you could also have the CAPM certification. And then if you don't meet those requirements, or if you don't have that 4-year degree, they have another set of requirements that you may fall up under that you could qualify for this certification. And that's a high school diploma or secondary diploma, 60 months of experience leading projects within the past 8 years, and then also 35 hours of project management education or training, or the CAPM certification also. So if you don't meet one set of requirements, you may fall up under the second set of requirements and still be able to go and work towards this certification. The cost of this certification is roughly $405 for members and about $575 for non-members. So like I said, this certification is probably the most recognized certification in project management. It's one of the ones that's held in a high regard. So this certification is definitely worth looking into if you're trying to get into the project management field in the IT industry. So project managers, they play a big role in the IT industry, but a lot of times you don't hear it talked about a lot. So without that project manager, a lot of projects wouldn't get done, wouldn't get completed, wouldn't be completed on time, would be unorganized. So those project managers, they play a real big role in any industry as well as the IT industry. So if someone was looking to get into project management, one route could be to get one of these entry-level certifications, get your experience up, and then start moving up towards one of the higher level certifications, with the goal being to end up with that PMP certification, since that's the most highly recognized. But if you're looking to go the software route, then that certified Scrum Master or one of the Agile certifications should work out well also. The main thing to remember is that, sometimes you have to be patient with anything. So these positions is just like any other position in IT, where it could come fast, it could come slow. You just have to be persistent, keep throwing your resume out there, keep applying to different jobs, and it will come, So sometimes it just takes longer than others, but it will come. So that brings me to the end of this episode. Hopefully you found some value in this episode. If you're on Instagram, TikTok, or Facebook, you can follow me at Debt Free in IT. If you have any questions or comments, you can email me at debtfreeinit@gmail.com. Other than that, I'll see you next week, and have a happy Thanksgiving. Peace.